Okay, Diddy is back. Just when we thought we could take a break from him until this trial, the man is back and he is fighting to explain why he's being singled out. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video where he is basically speaking via his lawyers against the prosecution. So this is not in regards to civil cases or Busby. This is about the indictment and what he's facing. He states no other person, and certainly no white person, has ever previously been prosecuted under the White Slave Traffic Act for hiring escorts from another state, his lawyers have argued. Sean Diddy Combs has filed a motion to dismiss one of the criminal charges against him, claiming prosecutors have singled him out because he is a powerful black man, and claiming that no white person has ever been the target of a remotely similar prosecution. This is a crazy defense, guys. It is an in-depth 13-page filing from Diddy's attorneys. Desperate measures. That's what I'm saying. And desperate measures. Before I even get into the rest of this conversation, do you guys know why he's releasing this today out of all days? Because he's trying to rain on the parade of Cassie. She announced today that she is pregnant. She is expecting with her man, with her husband. A huge jubilation. Major congratulations are in order to her. But it's so obvious that Diddy has dropped this information, dropped this whole 13-page filing the same day, the same timing as when Cassie's just announced hers. Literally, like, you're trying to rain on her parade and cause a distraction, and it's not working. We are not distracted. Very much congratulations to Cassie. I wanted to make that clear before we get into this. An in-depth 13-page filing, his attorneys are seeking for U.S. District Judge Arun to dismiss the charges of transportation to engage in prostitution, also known as the Mann Act. The 55-year-old is also charged with basically racketeering, conspiracy, and has pleaded not guilty to everything. Prosecutors allege that between 2009 and 2024, Diddy would hire male workers to have relations with his girlfriends, known as freak-offs. Combs and his team members allegedly arranged for these workers to travel through the country. Whilst Combs does not seem to dispute this at all, because, you know, it was a legal escort service during two of his relationships, his attorneys argue that he's being unfairly prosecuted for a practice that is widely accepted in American culture today. It is not uncommon for couples using such services to bring a third person, including, as alleged here, a man, across state lines and into their intimate relations. His attorneys claim in court documents obtained by Rolling Stone, yet no other person, and certainly no white person, has ever previously been prosecuted under the White Slave Traffic Act for hiring male escorts from another state. Mr. Combs has been singled out because he's a powerful black man, and he is being prosecuted for conduct that regularly goes unpunished. Established in 1910, the Mann Act is also known as the White Slave Traffic Act, named after Illinois Congressman James Robert Mann. The statute prohibited transporting people. Combs' attorneys argue that the act was actually racist in its inception and has often been racist in its operation, claiming that the Mann's Act for the act was that white slaving was worse than the country's history of what they've done. They pointed to the racially motivated prosecution of Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight boxing champion. He was arrested twice for transporting two white women, one whom he'd later marry across state lines during his relationships with, and then how he was sentenced to a year in prison. Basically, comparing himself to Jack Johnson. The statute's target was black male sexuality, and from Jack Johnson to Chuck Berry, the statute's most notorious prosecutions targeted mainly famous black men. Combs claims the male escort service he used over the years was not some secretive underground operation that was previously unknown. Diddy, is that you? If you don't put down that screwdriver, because we already told you, no federal prosecutor in this district or any other has targeted the company, its CEO, or its escort, nor has any prosecutor previously targeted any customer who purchased escort services. Mr. Combs, a successful black musician and businessman, is the first only defendant ever to be charged under the statute for hiring male escorts. This is a clear case where the defendant has been singled out for prosecution. Diddy's team argues that he's the lone person being prosecuted for hiring male workers under the Mann Act, whilst there's been a range of other high-profile names who've been arrested and convicted, including Ghislaine, R. Kelly, Frank Lloyd Wright, Charles Manson, and megachurch pastor Jack Schnapp. Several of their cases also involve minors. There is no accusations that any of the girlfriends were minors or that Mr. Combs has R-worded anyone, his attorney basically states. I feel like at this moment of time, his downfall really is from his own delusional arse. Really and truly, because what are you even saying that this is what you're singling yourself out? I just feel like ASAP Rocky getting out put some kind of battery in this man's back. I can't even speak today because it's so damn hot. And Now he wants to play this. It's a shocking 13-page filing. It's a new desperate attempt of measures, but this is what he's now going to use as his argument, racism, and basically say that, you know, I am being targeted as a powerful black man, and the fact that there are other similar powerful black men who are also being targeted, but not powerful white men or any other races, is just basically us who are being targeted for what we're transporting. He also states that what he was doing was not no secretive underground operation, which basically inadvertently means that he was definitely transporting people left, right, and center. So just because it wasn't a secretive underground operation for you doesn't necessarily mean that there wasn't any level of manipulation or grooming going on, because you basically admitted to the fact that you were transporting people, that the freak-offs basically were happening, helping to give credibility to Cassie and her case. Because for you to state, oh, whatever that I was doing, it wasn't a secretive underground operation, but it was still an operation. And who are you to say that these people that you were operating or transporting actually aren't going through hell, or were going through hell at the time and suffering and dealing with PTSD? Catch that. I don't think this is going to work for him. It's definitely a huge 180 where he is using an entire different direction to play ball here. And I just find the argument to be very intriguing. He definitely grabbed his spade and was digging to try and find something. And this is what his lawyers could come up with. I just feel like they're finding a losing case, because if it's not them getting their bail denied 3 times, rescinding over their passports, you then are in a position where you're trying to change your argument every single minute. I just want to know what Aruna is going to say in regards to this, and I also want to know what prosecution is going to say, because the prosecution stay coming with receipts. They stay coming with receipts. The violation of BOP rules, you know, grabbing inmates' phones, them making their bed for him, and etc. They had everything. They had a catalogue of receipts. So I know that the prosecution are probably laughing. Probably also find this quite entertaining, because I don't understand. He's playing mental gymnastics at the same time. This man is playing with Cassie's name, Cassie's pregnancy, Cassie's big news that she's been waiting to announce for a very long time. The minute she drops that, he then wants to drop this as well. He's done this on purpose, and I feel like he's also done this to kind of humiliate her and to remind the public that she kind of consented to having these escorts in the bedroom and etc. When she's moved on, she's got a new man, she's got children, she's got everything. Diddy, these desperate measures, I'm not buying it. I don't think a lot of people are. I want to know what your thoughts are on this new immediate court filing that basically came out last night in the early hours of the morning. 13-page filing for you to claim that you are being singled out because you're a powerful black man. That is the reason. It just sounds like absolute BS to me, finding historical acts way back when and comparing yourself to these people like there aren't other multiple individuals who basically are being accused of XYZ very similar to you. It is not uncommon for couples using such services to bring a third person, including, as alleged here, a man across state lines and into their intimate relations, his attorney claimed in court documents obtained by Rolling Stone. Yet no other person, and certainly no white person, has ever been previously prosecuted under the White Slave Traffic Act for hiring male escorts from another state. I just think this makes him look even more guilty, to be honest with you. It makes him look even more corrupt, manipulative, sick, sadistic, ridiculous, and I just don't think anybody is buying this. So this is very intriguing. Want to know what your thoughts are on these new page filings. He's got a whole new direction for an argument, and it ain't working over here. Whatever you're selling, Diddy, nobody's buying. I'm so sorry. Nobody's buying whatever you're selling. After that Cassie video came out, nobody is buying what you're selling. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I also feel like I wear this a lot. Can we talk about this for a minute? I wear this jersey football kit a lot. Honestly, I love Liverpool. I support them a lot. I love playing football, but I just love to wear it because I feel like when I wear this, it makes me want to be more active and go to the gym. Like, I want to go for a walk. Do you understand? I feel like wearing gym wear throughout the day helps me to be active. I don't know if that really can apply to anyone, but that's probably why you always see me in this, because I always film these videos right before I go to the gym. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.